I'm Orestria, a goth girl in Japan, and I watch too much anime. We've reached the point of the anime season where I get totally distracted and look at the next anime season, summer 2025. And for this preview, I'm going to take the very scientific route of judging these anime by their posters. Jikoku Sensei Nube 2025. That suggests there's an existing Jikoku Sensei Nube. It looks like very late 80s, early 90s. That's my first impression. Oh my god, especially these two girls. Doesn't she look like exactly like the girl from Magic Knight's Rayearth? So I do think the character designs look a little dated, but I love this poster. So many of these anime posters are just a group shot. This poster, we have a group shot, but it's an authentic group shot. It's not compositing characters together. They're actually all standing here. They're all reacting to the same thing, mostly with fear. But this guy looks like he's got it handled. There's a real focus, like your eye kind of starts in the center with his hand, which brings you down to the characters, and then you follow this like paper trail back up, and then you get the lovely sunset, and all the buildings are like fisheye warping into the center to this ominous shadowy figure on top of the clock tower. Is he a teacher and they're students? Because they all look the same age to me. But we're starting with a very strong poster for a change. Kame Tsubaki Shi, Kensetsu Chu. I learned so much Japanese and I still don't know what anything means. My first impression of this poster is actually positive. Again, we have a good focus and we have a really strong color story with the reds, the purples, and the blacks, which, like, them's my colors. But I look at the character designs and it looks very like CG. The CG animation of these things is getting better, but I'm still just not a fan. I know, I'm a Luddite. Grandma's showing her age. Love me a giant cunty witch hat, though. Love me a giant cunty witch hat. I mean, these black, like, tentacle monster things in the background looks pretty cool. I'm gonna say I like this poster, although I suspect my main problem with this anime is going to be the 3D animation that I'm assuming it has. Arknights and Shinshome. Part of why I make this poster preview is also a chance to disclose which anime I won't be watching in the upcoming season. And I won't be watching this because I already dropped Arknights and I assume this is some kind of continuation. But we are nevertheless going to attempt to judge this poster on its vibe, and its vibe is a lot. They gotta make sure we can see all the waifus. You could trick me into thinking these four are the same person. These three have like the same expression and the same hair, and she's just got longer hair. I like what I can see of her, but it's basically just face and hair and horns. I love bunny girls. I really wanted to like Arknight. And when I say bunny girls, I don't mean those Playboy models. I mean girls with bunny ears. Come on, people. Like, I feel like there must have been a stronger way to make the same idea of this poster. Cut off the background. I mean, maybe this is a huge deal to people who are familiar with the property going in, but it's not to me. Cut down on the number of characters here and maybe focus more on this duel that's happening at the bottom. That's not the bunny girl, is it? Because there's like a dragon tail, so I'm guessing it's this lady? Honestly, it might even be stronger if this part was gone just because it's a like competing element. I don't know if this is just me being nice because it's the start of the video. I am going to give it a like passable. I don't know. I might change this to bad later. But I know there's so much more possibility for bad. Yofukashi no Uta Season 2. I think the English was Call of the Night. I will not be watching this because I dropped the first one. But again, we'll take a look at the poster. I feel nothing. I feel like this had a really strong first season poster. On the one hand, literally, I like that they're holding hands. But then I don't like that she's reaching out the hand towards us. Are you focused on the romance, or are you just being a waifu bait for us? And her being such a lolly waifu was part of why I couldn't bring myself to watch it. I don't know what's up with this other floating lady. Is she getting in the way of the duo? Is it a not threesome situation. Love triangle situation? Very different meanings between those tries. They've just shoved a bunch of characters down here where, like, these characters are so small in this poster that it's meaningless. If you don't know anything about this character, you can't learn a single thing about her from here. You can't really see the design. You can't see any expression. You can't learn anything about them. The lights on the buildings is very pretty. That's like the main thing I remember from the show is really pretty nightscapes. We're putting this maybe, and we are indeed putting this down too. Like, do better. Silent Witch, Jinmoku no Majo no Kakushigoto. Something about the secret work of a witch with another kanji I don't understand. Another witch anime. There's been so much witch anime recently. Witches are in. I like this one all right. We've got a clear focus on the witch girl. I wish she looked less like terrified. Not exactly the vibe I want in my presumed main character, but okay. I like the way they've done the group shot in that where the person is and how they're standing can give some hints to their personality. He's maybe quieter and refined. Maybe he's got a bit of a secret up his sleeve because he's hiding in the shadows. We've highlighted a cat, which is always nice, especially like in a witchy thing, because cats and witches, we go together. The background, it looks like we're in a fantasy world. I don't know if it's isekai or just in a fantasy world, but we've got this regal fountain, a large estate, presumably, some nice trees and gardens. I'm not like, oh wow. Seishun Buto Yaro wa Santa Claus no Yume o Minai. Sequel to the film. Well, I haven't seen the film, so I guess I won't be watching this. What's the genres on this? Comedy psychological. While this one does not particularly appeal to me, I think this is a good poster. It looks enough like they might be the same girl or someone very similar. I like that the girl in the Santa costume is facing backwards. This girl looks stylish. She looks like a woman, not a high schooler, which is always a plus. She's kind of gazing off wistfully. We've got a little present, but it's hidden behind the back. So, like, is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? I like that she has big black boots with the Santa costume. I mean, I don't know. I feel like the cultural signifier to those boots might be a bit different here, but to me, that says, like, bitch boots, like bad bitch, right? I like the autumnal colors. I don't know what we're in front of here with the clock. Maybe a station, maybe a school, maybe she's a school teacher. The glitchy factor on the Santa girl definitely gives the psychological, but the overall bright colors and cheerfulness of the main girl still gives it that comedy potential. So yeah, I think it's doing what it needs to do. Oh, so fast! Oh, fuck yeah! We have Jibaku Shonen Hanako-kun 2, Part 2. I didn't know there was going to be more toilet-bound Hanako-kun so soon, but I'm very excited because I adore this anime. Alright, as a poster, I feel like this anime has a very distinctive art style, and I feel like it's represented well here. If anything, it kind of looks shakier or sketchier here than it does in the actual anime. It looks like they're in like a really old-fashioned elevator. You kind of only had elevators in expensive places, so it was kind of rich and fancy. But then you look at the background and it's kind of falling apart a bit. And it looks so scared and so cute. But for me, it's a hell yes. If you don't know anything about the anime and you look at this poster, I do think it's giving a vibe, but I don't know like how arresting it is. So I'll just give it a good mark. Busamen Gachi Fighter. I think this is another case of it's actually a really good poster, but my hesitation comes from it really not appealing to me. I have no trust for the anime industry to take seriously or treat with respect someone who looks overweight, looks balding. They've given a very large bulbous nose, very large lips, even a mole with a giant hair coming out of it. Concerned to watch an anime with a character like that. I want there to be more media with a variety of characters, but Japan is not a comfy place to be overweight. And I say that as someone who probably wouldn't be considered overweight at all in Canada, but here can't buy clothes in stores. But when I just think about the elements of the poster, it's very striking just having the ultra close-up on the character's face, having it half in shadow and basically in black and white, except for the red in his eye, is really striking. The like kind of ominous, intriguing text here, the way that the reddish-orange color on the kanji for God or kami is reflected in the eye kind of shows the character's determination. I think it's a very effective poster that does not appeal to me.
ゲイセン少女と異文化交流
Could it be a more different poster than the last one? From one character to every character, from stark black and white to every pastel. Is this multiple, like, angry mascot characters? The character designs are making me think they might be late elementary or middle school instead of high school. Fine, I guess. She really looks like Momiji. Now, one thing I will say is that while I'm not a big fan of just putting all your characters on the poster, it is kind of cute that they're coming out of a crane machine. And while the neon blobs of green are a bit strange, they do give a sense of motion to it. It's very easy for me to hate a poster like this or not know where to look, but I actually think this one is totally passable. City, the animation. Oh, that's cute. Yes, it took me more than a millisecond to figure out that it said city this way. I think it's because all the words being in English had me in English brain, and in English brain, you would go from left to right, not from right to left. But in Japanese, it's pretty normal to start at the right and go up to down, right to left. So once I got into Japanese brain, I was like, okay, this is fine. Lots and lots of characters, but the way that they're separated into the letters and kind of bursting out just gives it exuberance. Color choices are nice. I'm not in love with the poster. This font is very Disney-esque, which is interesting. I think it's a fine poster. Binan Koko Chikyu Boe Bu Haikara. Is this that, like, Earth magic self-defense force magical boy anime that I swear to God is on my watch list, but I haven't gotten to it yet? So I won't be watching this because I haven't seen season 1. I genuinely intend to, but girl, my watch list never gets any shorter. I like the poster in that we're seeing the ensemble, we're seeing the presumed mascot character. They look energetic and happy. They've all got their own color and their own flower, which kind of reminds me of, like, idol groups where you have the specific color to the specific member so you can show that you're a fan. It's not overly crowded. I just feel like I don't get much differentiation between the boys. I don't get much personality from the boys from this poster. Contrast to this is the poster from the first season. That's a totally different mascot animal. Actually, it's like totally different boys. Anyway. Here, I feel like I see more of their different personalities, and this guy doesn't look like a guy that I regularly see in anime. Not that the poster is amazing, like the stark white background, but I don't know. These could be any guys, is what I'm saying. I would never have known, like, I'm familiar with the idea, at least, of this property. If you showed me one of those other boys, I would know, oh, that's from that, like, Earth Defense Magical Boy show. But you show me this, and it could be anything. There's nothing wrong with it, it's just, meh. Grand Blue Season 2. I haven't seen Season 1, so I won't be watching Season 2. I don't even know what this anime is about. What I get from the poster is that summer is the correct season for this, because everyone's summer clothes, we're looking up at the sun in the summer sky, they're all kanpaiing their beer. It's a really cool effect the way the beer is, like, in front of the sun, so it's all lit up like that. They look like adults. Some of the guys look ripped, and not all of the guys, which I think is really interesting. I don't know this anime, but she's gotta be a lush, right? I like the design of the poster. I like that the characters look very different from each other. I think it's perfectly fine. I think it's giving what it needs to give. Turkey! So I do try not to read the descriptions here, but my eyes did read sports, and turkey is a bowling term for scoring 3 consecutive strikes. So just, like, what about this poster gives either sports anime or bowling? Nothing. Now, maybe this is the kind of sports anime that leans more towards the cute girls doing cute things aspect, but it's just like, the Cloud is such a different art style than the girls, too. They're wearing different uniforms. Does she have a lab coat? and mismatched socks. It's hard for me to put my finger on what it is that I think is bad about this, but it's just like, I just really don't like it. My eyes go to the cloud first and then to the girls. They're all so small. It doesn't seem relevant to the anime. They didn't have to put any effort into like drawing them together. Like you could just have 5 different people draw them and slap them in here. It just looks slapped together. So no, I don't think so. Futari solo camp. The reason I'm laughing is because futari means 2 people. And solo, of course, means 1. So yeah, okay, whatever, anime. Definitely cozy camp vibes. We're out in the forest. It's very scenic. I think my only complaint about this poster is it does not feel like a poster. It feels like a screenshot from the anime. But it does look very pretty and cozy. Sakamoto Days, Part 2. I dropped Part 1, so I won't be watching this, but let's take a look at the poster! So, I like the idea of using this color coding to help with the big group situation. I think it's very effective with the blue group. I think it fell apart a little bit with the red group because they put the main girl in the background and she has red hair and a pink jacket. So she almost looks like she's a part of this color scheme. I'm sure this is this guy's hand, but it just looks like it's coming out of nowhere. If she had a different color scheme or if they'd put her in the front and Blondie in the back, I think it would work better. I think it's fine. 9-9, Shihaishi no Okan. Down there it says 9-9, Ruler's Crown. This is pretty interesting because I feel like I like the design of the poster and especially the background of the poster more than the actual characters in the poster. I like the color scheme of this background. I like the kind of piled up, destroyed desks with some gears, the big clockwork clock, the like colorful silhouette. Kanji, I can't read all the kanji because why would I ever be able to actually read? But nando mo means like no matter how many times it takes. So between that and the clock, I'm really giving that we're getting some kind of like repetition, mystery, supernatural. It's very giving that. I'm not sure if these character designs exactly look like they go in this story. Looks like these 3 are in the same school uniform. I don't dislike the character designs at all. It just feels like they belong more in a cute girls doing cute things energy level than everything else that's going on here. But it's intriguing. I really, really like that background bit, so I think I'm going to say that it's an acceptable or good poster. Ame to Kimi to. You know what? When the poster was smaller, I actually kind of thought she was a guy. Not a complaint at all. I love androgyny. I love a like slightly more boyish cut on a woman. She actually looks quite mature, like wearing some nice neutral colors, a nice sweater, some cute little ankle boots. And then she's got like a tanuki in her purse. And it's snowing and everything matches. The color palette is very cool and calm. I mean, it's not revolutionary, but I think it's really good. I'm interested. I could see like if someone really loved this anime, that would be a perfectly nice poster to have on the wall. Bad girl. Oh no, it's even worse. The Japanese is literally Batogaru. Very good. Very good anime. And we even have bad girl. Ew. Imagine being like, my favorite anime is Bad Girl. Look at the fucking poster, Orestria. This is one of those situations where they're in matching uniforms, but apparently their school allows you to wear whatever sweater or sweater vest you want. I'm guessing that the different tie colors are the different year. Oh, they're really doing the bi-colored hair. Red, purple, black, pink. I like it on these 3 girls, and I don't like it on these 3 girls. For some reason, my eye keeps really going to her. I don't know what it is. Even though the poster is suggesting that these are probably like the main 2. It's colorful. It's giving energy. I think it's a bit messy, but it's fine. Cardfight Vanguard Divines Deluxe Kesho Hen is something I'm not watching because I haven't watched any seasons and they didn't even give me a poster. Go away. It says clevitus, but I read like clevitus, which gave me like some kind of cleavage battle anime. Which, like, don't tell me there's not one. There probably is one out there. Clevites maju no to akago to kabane no yusha. Some kind of like magic or magic beast, which I'm gonna go ahead and guess is this brat. I can't lie. I actually really like him. He looks so smug, and he's got this little tiny horn and like slightly floofy shoulder-length hair. It's actually really cute. Kind of hate this baby, which I'm well known on record for hating babies. It's got like a like more animal snout face, which might be intentional. It might be some kind of magic beast. Very floofy pink hair. I like the ruined city. There's definitely a pretty big contrast between the grungy painterly style of this background and the characters. But my fucking problem is this lady. And you're thinking, Orestria, you like an eye patch. You like a sword lady. What is there that you don't like? I don't like that she's doing a boobs and butt pose. I could submit this lady to the Escher Girls website. Spines do not work this way. We do not see both of your butt cheeks and both of your boobs. Like, and then the fact that they've drawn her this way, it could just be incidental. It could just be a bad piece of art for the poster. But it could mean that she's going to be, like, etchified the whole time. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't have etchy in the tags, but the tags don't always tell the truth. If I felt the background and the characters matched more and she was in a less ridiculous pose, I think I actually would be tempted to give it a good, but I'm going with fine. Cue the creepy nuts. Dun 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 dun. Dun dun! Season 2! I don't actually like this poster. But I'm very excited for Dun 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 to come back after they fucking cliffhangered us in Season 1. You can't convince me Season 1 wasn't supposed to be 24 episodes and got cut in half. I like the idea of going for a more restricted color palette, and going with this like gold and yellow is really unique, because that's not, even when we get a restricted color palette, it's not usually these colors. I don't know where to put my eye. Like, you start to go here, but then everything inside this weird funky fucking light mouth is just a cluster. Like, I cannot. It's like a black hole with like houses being pulled in. And then I get distracted by this purple. I thought it was like a purple flame, but now I see eyes and a nose, so I think it's like a purple person's head. And then they also made sure to surround the whole thing with more buildings, so there's more stuff to look at. And I feel like the whole background and colors are really just detracting from the characters. And what the fuck is this? Is it a spider web? Like, I just noticed that Okudun's like mask is half off his face. I don't like that poster. I'm really excited for Dun 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 to come back. I don't like that poster. Deken no Mogura. I really like the color palette here. I really like that it feels like slightly claustrophobic. We're in like almost a really old-fashioned shopping guy, like a really old-fashioned shopping neighborhood. The beer bottles, the aircon unit, but he's wearing somewhat more old-fashioned clothing and like a lantern. Is this some kind of like whip or tentacles? I think he looks very like bland, insert yourself character, but that's my only complaint. Otherwise, I think this looks really neat. Dr. Stone, Science Future Part 2. Is this a poster? Like, this is like when the new Tankobon volume of the manga comes out, they like put it in insert being like, wow, it's getting adapted, or like, wow, new season coming out, and it feels like that. Or like the mangaka's tweet or something. Especially with like the grayscale, like manga, more manga palette. Like, there's just a light filter over it. What is in its favor is like, these are the two characters that are really vying right now. Fine, whatever. It's not even a real poster. Ferma no Yori. Math heats up food? Math, like, it might not be heats up in a literal, like, hot sense, but, like, not quite like getting heated in English. That implies more angry. Like, getting hyped. Is it really okay to be a cooking anime and basically just take the headband off of the main guy from Yakutate, Japan? I don't know. I guess I like that his hair is slightly wilder than the normal default guy, but he still looks pretty close to the normal default guy. The food looks fine. Got a nice little saute stir-fry situation going on here. Loving the, like, unnecessary levels of evil villainy coming from the guy in the background. You're in a cooking show, dude. Calm down. I don't know what is up with this. Oh, it's a yin-yang situation. Because it's a circle that goes from black to white, right? Okay, that's interesting because it's really saying, like, pay attention to these two. And he's got a black shirt and he's got a white shirt. Yeah. All right. I think it's a perfectly good poster. It's not like hold up, stop the presses or anything. It's giving food, and if this really is very focused on the relationship dynamics between these two and their contrasts, the poster gave me that. Food court de mata ashita. Basically, see you again tomorrow in the food court. The Garu looks really cute. They have absolutely no noses. Like, none. These bitches cannot smell. But I do think the Garu is really, really cute. They've got different uniforms so they're not from the same school, which makes sense because they're meeting in a food court somehow. They've clearly got very different personalities, but it does not look like a poster. What are these beams in the background? Gachiakuta. I feel like I have heard a non-zero amount of buzz about this. Okay, I must admit I kind of like this. I think we could have maybe a little more distinction between the character and the background, but I'm loving this fucking Kingdom Hearts ass design. Giant cowl, giant gloves. His hands are bigger than his head, bigger than his hair despite it being giant anime hair. I don't know what that is coming out of his crotch, but it's big. Big old bags, big old belts, crop jacket, and then I also really like the red, black, white, gray graffiti in the background. No idea what's going on. Very cool. I'm not watching this, like, kitty-looking stuff. Oh, here's something I've definitely heard buzz about. Hikaru ga shinda natsu. The summer Hikaru died. I've been purposefully avoiding knowing very much about this. Oh, fuck. It's a good poster. I love the way they've, like, put almost an evil-looking version of him on the guy's shirt. I have no idea what that design is, but I love the way it's going over the face, almost like corruption. I love that the guy in the foreground is in the shade, and then the guy in the background is in the light. Love the, like, summery, serene background contrasted with the creepy shit going up in front. That's a fucking poster. Hotel Inhumans. 3 anime seasons in a row with a hotel anime. Like with hotel in the name. High school is out. Hotels are in. Not really, but let me be the Lulu for a moment. Is she not giving evil Relina Peacecraft from Gundam Wing? She also is giving a little bit like character from a Detective Conan thing. I like it. She's very like regal young lady, very Ojo coded. She's got that gun. She's framed in this otherwise perfectly symmetrical hotel lobby entrance area. That might be the entrance door right there. Got a big chandelier and then some candelabras. I like it. I like it quite a lot. I feel like it could be a little snazzier. Like, I definitely feel like the Hikaru poster is kicking the shit out of it, but it's still kicking the shit out of a lot of these posters. Maybe they should have had her a little closer to the camera, a little closer to the foreground so that she's more of the centerpiece. Maybe, like, it's a beautiful hotel, but maybe they should have shown a little bit less, because she's in, like, less than half the frame, you know? And I think the fact that she's in less than half the frame is making it feel less like a poster and more like a still frame. It could be an interesting choice to give us emotional distance from her, but I think we'd be drawn in more if we got a little closer to her. Isekai mokushiroku hametsu no bunmei de hajimeru sekai seifuku. I don't know all these words, but something about an isekai and something about, like, destroying the world domination. And we have a mantis dragon lady with tits. There's no way around it. That's the first thing I saw. Apparently elf girls all look almost precisely the same. Same hair color, same ear shape. Do you think all the women in this world walk around with, like, midriffs out or hips out? Or is this just for the harem situation? I guess I like that he has a slightly more interesting outfit and demeanor than, like, default harem main guys, but that's what I'm assuming he is right now. I mean, the most interesting thing in the poster is, like, the mantis bug lady, which is also one of the most concerning things in the poster. I do not like this. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. My best hope for this is that it's so bad it's good. Okay, it's probably a little mean to give it a full bad. We've got a background. They've got different personalities. Fine. Hey! Jiro Hanbaiki ni umare kawatta ore wa Meikyu o Samayo second season. My isekai, I don't remember the English name of this. My Life is a Vending Machine, season 2. This is a terrible ass poster. Again, it seems like it's more of just like the insert from the manga than an actual dedicated poster. Is this anime amazing? No. Is this anime surprisingly fine, especially for something basically about being isekai as a vending machine? Yeah, poster's bad, but it's not really a poster, so, you know. Kaiju Hachigo, second season. I liked season 1 more than a lot of, like, shonen stuff that's been coming out recently. I think it's an interesting poster. Maybe not the most arresting poster. Airport hangar vibe is nice because you don't see that a lot in anime posters. He's in some kind of battle suit. He's got a big ass sword weapon thing. It looks cool. I don't know. There could be something a little more, but it's pretty fine. It's I mean, it's better than the average anime poster, but I don't think it's amazing. Kakko no Ii Natsuke, season 2. I don't know what this is. I don't think I saw season 1. Oh, Jesus, I did watch an episode of season 1 of this. Apparently, I did watch season 1 of this, by which I mean watched an episode or two and dropped it. I feel like it was a weird choice to composite the two smaller characters in front of this character, because by being smaller, they feel like they should be in the background, but by being in front of her, they make her look like a giant. I know nothing about this character. I'm gonna know nothing about this character because I'm not gonna watch this. But for some reason, she's giving trans girl to me. I don't know why. It's giving trans girl or like boy forced to cross dress. I don't think that's what's happening. I don't know. Comment below if you're also getting that vibe or if I'm just absolutely insane. I actually think she's cute, although I don't know about putting a bow dead in the middle of your forehead. The background is fine, but blah. I'll give it a fine. Rent a girlfriend? Wow. You know what? We're in a different location than normal. We're actually in a full background on a train station. And it's kind of a neat place because it gives you a chance to see their different personalities. Who's got just a backpack and an ekibento? Who's got like their travel outfit together, their bag together? She's hiding behind her bag. Is she like really shy? She's got a duffel. Like, it is giving different personalities. So I think it's a pretty good poster. I think it's a garbage anime, but I think it's a pretty good poster. Kaoru hana wa rin to saku. I'm like sinking in my chair. What's interesting to me is that I originally assumed this guy was the main character just because of the hair color, frankly. But I think it's this guy because if you imagine that the boys are here and the girls are here, right? He's looking at the girls and the girls are looking back at the guys. The windows of the buildings are different. The uniforms are potentially different. It's hard to tell because I'm comparing boys to girls and the boys' uniforms are usually different. That gate is different too. I don't know. It's kind of giving like boys, girl, ghoul school. First I was saying vamp earlier and now I'm saying ghoul. I'm just turning into Elvira, which would be awesome. It's kind of giving like boys school, girls school, and your high schoolers, and you're kind of like, oh, but what's happening over there? I think it looks pleasant. I think it looks a little screen cappy. I think it's fine. Overworks. Interesting. Karaoke iko! AKA what I say to my friends whenever someone asks me what they think we should do. Let's go to karaoke. It's kind of cute that they've put the characters on like the menu and the menu is on like the messy karaoke table. And you can even see like they've got the disco light in the karaoke room going off. Is this BL? Because I detect two men. Is this guy doing his brows? It's very interesting, the choice to have him looking all like sly at the other guy and the other guy paying no mind whatsoever. I'm intrigued. It's cute. It's really cute. I really like the slightly skivvy karaoke vibe it gives, which is the correct vibe for karaoke. I feel like such a weeb saying karaoke in English. It's such a vibe for karaoke in Japan. Kisetsu Yusha to Ansatsu Hime. Ansatsu Hime is like assassination princess, which is just automatically going to be something that appeals to me. I absolutely want to see the assassination princess. The stunned hero and the assassin princesses. Oh, plural, fun. Full disclosure, I'm usually trying not to look at the plot description and just look at the poster, but the version of the poster that was on Anichart was really small, so I went searching for a bigger copy of the poster, and this was the best I could find, and also I saw a bunch of tits while I was looking for it. So, I don't know why they've decided to have us so zoomed out from these characters. I don't feel like they're existing in the same scene right now, unless they're just literally laughing in his face. I'm not sure the character designs appeal to me. She's got random green in her hair. She's got one purple leg. She's got very balloon-looking boobies. A fish, like a thong tail. He skipped leg day. I don't like the character designs. I don't like the backgrounds. So, yeah, sorry. Kojo Denka no Kate Kyoshi. I really like her design, but it's really giving magical girl, and I don't know if it's a magical girl show, because I think it's fantasy noble stuff, but she really looks like an amazing magical girl. I would be okay with a magical girl in a like fantasy world, but I don't think that's what we're getting. The clumsy maid looks cute enough. He looks boring as fucking shit. And I'm gonna be angry if he's actually the main character when you've got this goddess here. And the red-haired woman looks fine. I don't really love the white background with pastel glowy particle effects. Love her design. It's a sensible poster. After failing his dream job, is he the main character? I hate anime. Mattaku saikin no tante to kitara. Oh, what an ugly poster. Jesus Christ. We have like the anime screen cap just slapped on top of the other poster with a blur in between. This guy slapped on top of it for some goddamn reason. This ugly ass cat. They're all just slapped together there. You can't read that kanji in the background. Like, this is the radical, this is the main part of the kanji, and they've covered it. If the kanji, like, the kanji's in a box, but the box is askew, but the kanji is up. Get me the fuck out of here. Mikado no sanshimai wa angai choroi. First off, shout out to the fact that the puzzle pieces in the background are absolutely trans pride colored. Probably giving me the wrong idea about the poster, but it is making me excited for it. Really love this cunty bitch. Crucially, we see puzzle pieces behind each character showing a very different facet of their personality. So here she looks cunty AF, and here she looks flustered. Here he looks ganky, head empty, but here he's more sullen and reserved. Here she also looks cunty or maybe even slutty, but then here she's like shy and adorable. And then here she's kind of too cool. And then here she's got a little blush and she's playing with her hair. Assuming this is like a good representation of their characters, the duality between the different aspects of their personality is going to be important. I think it's a good poster. And if one of them is trans, it's an amazing poster. So there. I like colorful things sometimes. I'm actually very pastel goth today. You can't see my whole outfit. Put on a cute outfit and then you can only see like from my collarbone up. It's fine. It's fine. Mizu Zokusei no Maho Sukai. I will say the title includes the words water and magic user, and that's what the poster's giving me. I do think there's a little bit of a disconnect between the style of the forest background and the style of the character. But I love it. If this was the cover of a fantasy novel, I would pick it up in a heartbeat. This is like, oh, this is my next D&D character. I'm playing a water mage, and this is what he looks like. Like, just steal that. The water effect does help blend the art styles a little bit. I think it's really strong. I think he does look a little generic, but it's okay. I forgive you. Typhoon graphics! Oh my god, I got some Typhoon for sure. Muchu sa kimi ni. There are 2 anime posters this season where we're basically just looking at shit on a table. What a bizarre coincidence. Just got a new nickel in my wallet. I can feel it. So presumably these are light novels. The reason being this kanji here. Alright, so when you have novels in Japanese, this kanji is literally the kanji for up. This kanji is literally the kanji for down. And with novels, they basically use it to be part 1 and part 2. So that's why I think that's a novel on that table. No, I can't read these. Yes, the covers are very pretty. Convenience store, like bakery, convenience store food wrapper, Boss Coffee. I think that's something about a sale, but I'm not sure. An eraser, a Band-Aid, a ladybug. I assume one or both of these are important characters in this anime. Yeah, I think the other table poster was a lot more successful because I had more of an idea of what's going on. Here, I guess he's an author? Necronomicon no Cosmic Horror Show. Fuck yeah, bitch. I had learned in my youth that an anime having an awesome title does not mean it will be an awesome anime. This anime's title should give us an awesome anime. I will be very disappointed elsewise. I feel like I asked this question at least once a poster video, but is this a death game? I love a death game. I love that we've got some like tentacle carnival game lit up in crazy neon colors. The galaxy behind it. So like the stars and the colors are giving that like cosmic galaxy vibe, which it's a cosmic horror show. We all know that like those carnival games can be really creepy once you go in. It's a little hard to look at the characters with all that going on behind them, but they look like they're wearing some pretty extreme outfits. Like she looks like an idol. This is a serious like jacket short situation. Is that like a beret? Is that a golf club? I think it could be a bit clearer what's going on. I think maybe they could have held back from showing all the characters. Maybe they should have pushed this up a little bit in the poster because we end up with a lot of blank space and then we can't actually see the fucking characters. The logo's pretty cute. I do like the color choices. It's close to being too crowded, but I will give it a pass because I like the colors, basically. New! Panty and stocking with garter belt. Hello, I'm the heathen who didn't make it through the original season. Sorry. The bitches are back. I mean, the character designs of the show are just as strong as ever. The Jeep looks really cool. In theory, I don't love the just stark white background, but I don't know what you could put there that wouldn't be overwhelming with, like, the logo and the colorful characters and this section over here. So I'll just mention that bitch has a slightly different connotation in Japanese and move on with my life. Niaito. New challenge. Can I say this with a straight face? Niaito of the Living Cat. 100 out of 100 on the title of this. Perfection. I would say without his screaming, I'm not sure it's giving horror. Is he turning into a werecat? They're very nicely drawn cats. The way their shadows are showing on this blue smudge of a background makes me feel like it's been cut out and colored from like a manga panel instead of being like a poster. But like, damn that title. I don't know what she's about. Well, I mean, I know what she's about. She's about like Night of the Evil Cats. Night of the Living Cats, they're already living. It's fine. Guys, cats are alive. I'm excited for this, but I don't think it's an amazing poster. Onmyo Kaiten Reverse. I don't know how to pronounce a colon in the middle of a word. I think I mostly like this. It looks like we've gone back in time to an older version of Japan. She's got a really cute outfit that's kind of giving kimono, but it's also kind of giving pop idol girly. He's not a standard bland guy. He's like a Yankee with fiery hair. He's even got his helmet in his hand. I actually just don't like this guy floating in the background. I think it's a stronger poster without him. Yeah, without him, it's really engaging. I think I'll still give it a good, but just erase that guy in your mind. I'm not talking about Osamatsu-san. I'm just not. Sono Biscuito! There's so much to be excited for this season. What the fuck was the English name again? Dress up, darling. My dress up, darling. This is a horrible poster. They've got a lot of different Marins, so I think they're trying to show that she has all these different cosplays and she has all these different versions of her. It just looks like a wall of characters. If you didn't know the anime at all, you would be like, why do these girls look so similar? Knowing the anime, I understand that it's all her and her different cosplays, but it's just a giant crowd of girls. It looks like someone used their Windows 98 computer and just composited everything together. Excited for the show. Rotten poster. Sorry. Tate no Yusha no Nariagari Season 4. It must be Shield Hero. I haven't watched Shield Hero, so I'm just going off the poster. It's not like an upsettingly crowded poster where I feel like I can't look at anything, but I'm not really getting much personality out of any of these characters. I had trouble even like recognizing her, and I don't know, I haven't watched the anime, but she's like the one character I really, really recognize, and she's just kind of blending into the guy behind her. So I guess it's fine. Tensei shitara dai 7 oji datta node, Kamama ni Majutsu o kawamemasu, second season. Oh god, it's the Shota with the big thighs. Ugh. No, I did not finish watching season 1. I dropped this shit very fast. This poster made a good choice in kind of tamping down on the color palette. I think that makes it less overwhelming than the giant crowd of characters would be. I think maybe this house is causing more problems than it's helping, and certainly the like radial particle effects are not helping the watchability. I might be being biased by how much I am revolted by some of the character designs, but I think it is a bad poster. Togen Anki. Okay. It said mystery action, and I do feel like this is giving mystery action. Man, these posters are really giving lighting this season. The red overhead lighting, it's actually reflected properly on them, like the red light is on the back of them, and they're shadowy in the front, except for the girl with her boobs. But even that, it doesn't feel like ridiculous showing off the boobs. It actually feels like because she's leaning forward, that part is conceivably in the light. We're getting very different characters. He's really determined. He's really impish. He's got a mask up, but he kind of looks like he's ready for some shit. She's worried but hopeful. Can't see those ones quite as well. Is it a death game? Praying to the death game gods. It's been a while since I've enjoyed a death game, and I really, when a death game anime is good, it's one of my favorite things. And it doesn't have to be like good to be good. Like even if it's trashy and silly, it's still good. But yeah, I think that's a good poster. Tsuyoshia Shokudo e yokoso. Something welcome to the like cafeteria or the dining area. Am I the only one who feels like this guy and these girls' character designs do not belong in the same anime? Also, his outfit, like with the button-down shirt and the collar, is really giving modern day, but their outfits are giving like fantasy. Definitely a lot of attention was paid to the food, which makes sense because Shokudo, like cafeteria, is part of the title, so I'm guessing it's like a foodie thing. I cannot get a read on if it's modern day Japan or if it's fantasy stuff. Is it fantasy characters in modern day Japan eating? That would be interesting. I don't know, I'm confused. Tsuyokute New Saga. Is this giving power fantasy harem isekai down? Yes. But at least it didn't make me read an entire ass paragraph for the title. A contrast between fieriness at the front and grimdark at the back. Backmost characters are definitely more devil-coded. He looks kind of cunty. Yeah, okay. Do not like that this lolly appears to have like her whole side open. Actually, she's got her midriff out and she's got a very short skirt. So it's getting a little sussy. It's just classic clusterfuck. Utagoe wa milfui. I never know how to say milfui. Like, I want to say it Frenchly, but I don't think that's the Japanese way. But if I say it the Japanese way, and like, how the fuck do English people say it? I don't know. Anime adaptation of the a cappella music project. It's not really giving posters so much as it's giving screen cap. I like her well enough. She's got a nice wistful look. Often an running character gives you the impression that, you know, they're fun and energetic, but she's got a blank face and it's just matter of fact. And she's literally looking at her phone like she's not even interested in this poster. And neither am I. Watari-kun no XX ga Hokai Sunzen. Do we have a yandere? Or is she just a Yankee? Yankees are a little old-fashioned these days. They backlit her, but they didn't put her in like dark shadow, so it just kind of looks odd. I mean, I think it's fine. I just don't understand most of the choices it's made. I'm down if she's yandere, though. Yeah, I'm down if she's yandere, though. Like, let's go. Watashi ga koibito ni nareru wake nai jan muri muri. Muri janakata? I haven't read this manga, but I have heard of it. It's GL! Friends? Lovers? Cute pastel colors? The expression really goes with the title. The title is like, there's no way I'd ever be your lover unless. So that really fits with her facial expression and like the way she's reaching out. I really like the confidence on the blonde. This part of her hair is a little weird. It almost looks like a wing instead of part of her hair. I don't know why they've decided to color the bottom part of this hair so differently. I don't think it's like quite up to the standards of amazing. If I did have two middle sections, it would be in the upper middle section for fine. It's doing what it needs to do. Oh, here we go. Yusha pari o suiho sareta shiro madoshi. S rank bokasha ni hirowareru. Kono shiro madoshi ga kikaku gai sugiru. Yusha party. Kicked out of. S rank. Adventurer. We're really up there on the like too many bad isekai buzzwords counter. One day Lloyd. His name's fucking Lloyd. Oh my god. Oh my god. The first oh my god was me seeing how extremely large her breasts were. The second oh my god was seeing how extremely small her shorts were. Give them credit for at least making an actual background. Like, it's not that horrible as a poster. I'm just depressed by the fact that I'm going to be watching an episode of this. Zutaboro Reijo wa ane no motto konyakusha ni dekiai sareru. I feel like we need, like, an intervention with the anime industry. You do not need to give all the girls two-toned hair. It just looks weird when people have a hair color to here and a different hair color to here, like completely different with no gradient. It doesn't look natural, but it also weirdly doesn't look dyed, so it just looks like you're trying to make things harder for cosplayers. Which is, of course, a way of saying that I do not like her hair. I especially do not like that they seem to have put green highlight or green tinge over it. Ordinarily, if a character who does not in any way have green hair had these green highlights, I would expect there to be a green lighting source, but there's no green lighting source and he doesn't have the same situation. If I cut off the bottom half of the poster so that I can't see her ugly hair, seriously, it's like tentacles. It's narrower here and larger here. I was taught not to draw tree branches that way. If you cover that part of the hair, then it's cute enough. I like his design. It's a little sad that this is like exotic for anime. I mean, I'll probably like this show. It looks like fantasy romance. I don't like the bubble background. I have questions about their designs. I guess it's not really a poster complaint as much as a design complaint. What do I think is the best anime poster? What's my metric for this? Which one would I put up on my wall? Which one makes me most want to watch the anime? I think I'm going to give best poster to Dekin no Mogura. It's really intriguing. And in this case, I feel like it does both. So that's a good-ass poster. The worst poster, where'd that shit go? This shit. Messy, way too much, questionable decisions, generic, blah. There's like an anime poster that looks like this every season, and there has been ever since the Isekai Gold Rush. Like, I can't. It makes me less interested in watching the anime, and it would look ugly on your wall. Stop it.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Thank you for joining me on my summer anime preview. I feel like, as usual, I lost my mind somewhere halfway through, which is fun for me, and hopefully fun for you. When the anime season actually starts airing, you can check out my Blue Sky, where I will post first impressions after watching the episodes, and then a month or two after the anime season airs, I'll actually put out all my reviews. See you next time. Bye-bye. So, like, my absolute first impression of this poster was that there's a loud truck going by. I remember how to make a video.